Hey, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is a reading for Aries for the new moon in Scorpio on November 7th. And we want to remember, new moon is a time of new beginnings, kind of fresh starts. One thing I want to mention is that you want to be very clear with your intentions. We like to set intentions with the new moon, but you want to be very, very clear about them. The universe doesn't really do inference, so if there's something that you really want or something that you are intending, make sure that you're highly specific about what that is. And because this new moon is in Scorpio, we're encouraged to kind of keep this to ourselves. So whatever you're intending for this month, this may not be something you want to put on Facebook or all over your social media, or you may not want to tell your grandma. Whatever it is, this is something that is probably best kept to yourself. Scorpio is a ruler of transformation, and this is a time to kind of go deep and kind of look inside and see what you have, what you truly have going on, where you're going, how things are working. It's kind of a time to revamp. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Mars being like the lower energy, Mars is the god of war. The lower energy where things are sort of taken powerfully, and then Pluto is like the higher energy. The spiritual energy. So ruled by both of them, and of course you're encouraged to use them in conjunction to get the things that you want, and you would want to go toward the higher good, your spiritual wellness and transforming yourself versus like manipulation and overpowering other people, things like that. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Bitch in a Hurry on Instagram, or you can find me at bitchinahurry.com if you're interested in a personal reading or the decks that I'm using, and all the information is there. And I'll be happy to chat with you. You can also send me an email, notsomysticaltarot@gmail.com. I will do a one-time, one-card free question and answer thing for you, and that's been a lot of fun. I've gotten to know a lot of people really well. It's been really fun doing that. So feel free to send me an email and ask me your question, or just say hi or whatever. I really appreciate all the messages I've gotten. Thanks so much to everybody who has sent me one. So one thing we're looking at this month for Aries on this new moon in Scorpio is paying attention to details. And like sometimes you just want to say, hey, you know what, I don't even care, I'm just going to go do whatever I want. But there are rules, and rules are there for a reason. So if you're going to go and like break those rules, you may want to be aware of what your consequences could be. I'm not telling you to not do it. I'm just saying be aware that you could have consequences for those actions. So that's all I'm saying, okay? All right, so we are new moon in Scorpio, sun sign, sun, moon, or rising for Aries. New moon in Scorpio on November 7th, 2018. Sun, moon, or rising, sign of Aries. We have quite a few cards, so I think we're gonna get started here. What I see here is that you have some kind of an idea. You have a financial idea. You have something about your practical life, but this is an area of your finances. It could be your job. It definitely could have to do with like maybe you want to start like collecting some information to ask for a raise. Like you want to get everything together to prove like why you're an asset to your company. It could definitely be something like that. So I'm seeing something financially changing in your life, and you have a good idea. This could be rebudgeting. You could be going over your budget and getting rid of things that don't really serve you, things that are unnecessary, and saving some money, making a new financial plan, maybe with your partner. Either way, we see this though as being successful and coming to fruition, because you have here the King. So you start out with the Ace of Pentacles, and then you have the King of Pentacles, which is come all the way full circle, full fruition. In the King of Pentacles, you can see he's rooted right down. He's a business owner, hardworking, salt of the earth kind of a person. So if you have a person like this in your life, you may want to run some of your ideas by them. This could also be your employer or your boss. Like I was saying, if it has to do with your budget and your personal finances, you could run something by a friend that you have, or a colleague or a mentor that you have in your life who's really got themselves together finance-wise. Or This could represent your boss, that you will be able to get all those things gathered together to prove to them, you know, that you are deserving of this raise, this financial benefit from them. One of the things we see here, and this is when we talk about paying attention to the details, we have the Justice card. So you will get exactly what you deserve. Now that's where I want you to be careful. That's where I say pay attention to the details. If you actually deserve this raise, you will get this. If you deserve to have better control of your finances, but through the fact that you're being really highly diligent and you're revamping the way you're doing some things and spending some of your money, you will absolutely reap the benefits of that. But the Justice card is that you get what you deserve. So pay attention to the details and the rules, finance-wise, the rules at your job, whatever. I have a piece of hair on these tarot cards. I hate that. Pay really strong attention to that, because you will get what you deserve. So it's kind of like the energy you put out there is what you get back in. The effort you put in at work will come back to you. The effort you put into managing, if this is your personal finances and you have this, you will get what you deserve from this king. And this king is going to tell you straight up, this is how things are working, right? This is not going to be like a love fest where everybody says, oh, okay, oh, it was great, oh, you did a good job. You're going to have to prove that you earned this raise. If it's a raise, or if you are going to revamp your budget, you may have to prove to the other people in your household that it's worth it to make these sacrifices or changes. But there will be justice metered out at the end of this. And that is going to cause some really good, happy 10 of Cups times. You have this really happy, emotionally fulfilled, like the end of an era kind of a thing. So if this is your personal finances, everybody that is relevant to that will be on board with it, and there will be a feeling in the home of contentment, like we're doing the right thing, we've got ourselves under control, and it feels really good. Whenever your finances are under control, you do feel really great. Or if you do ask for that raise and you get it because you are obviously very deserving of it, it's going to feel really good. You're going to feel really good about yourself, and that is awesome. So these, like I said, this new moon intention that you have here, make sure that you set it and be very specific. Like, not, I want to do better at work. You might say, I want to get $1.50 an hour raise at work, and this is why. These are the exact reasons why. Same thing with the budget. Maybe you're spending too much money on certain things, and you want to say, listen, I want to take these things out of the budget, but here's the reason why. And if you are paying close attention to those details, you will absolutely be able to achieve a state of contentment with them. And you will also have, here you have this Three of Pentacles, people that are supporting you in this decision. You have the support in this decision in either way, whether it's at work or whether it's at home, but you have full support of the people that are very close to you regarding this decision. The other thing that we're asking right now with this new moon in Scorpio is for planning. This is, you want to plan out some of the things that you want to manifest this month. This is the time that you do it, and you are in the most perfect position because you have here this Three of Wands, which is a long-range planning card. You have things that you've done in the past back here. You have her up at the end of this precipice looking out and thinking, okay, where am I going to go next? So this is just feeding off of this card right here, this Ace of Pentacles. You have this ability in this time to make a long-range plan. This is the time, there is no better time in the world for you to make this long-range plan. And you have the Nine of Wands here, where you have come quite a long way. And right now you're taking a break and you're sort of observing. You're looking over what you've surveyed, and you're surveying all the things that you've conquered. You're seeing some of the things that maybe didn't work out, but you're taking the time to really look over everything, and you're going to pick and choose what becomes part of this long-range plan. And you're going to start to do that during this new moon. This is the perfect time to do that because it's the way that you manifest things in your life. And during this new moon, it's the perfect time to be, like I said, extremely clear about your intentions. Not, I want to move someday. Or maybe we'll buy a house someday. No, I want to buy a house in 2.5 years. Or we want to move to this location by next Christmas. You want to be extremely specific so that you can reach these goals. What we do see here is some really serious victory. This Six of Wands is a very serious victory. This isn't like a small little like a small little battle. This is a very serious victory. So you're looking at, if you play your cards right, no pun intended, you are looking at manifesting some really serious victory during this month over over some of these things that maybe you have not dealt with, because you're going to pay really strong attention to the details and you will come in as a winner. So this is very encouraging. The one thing I will say about this is to be very careful, because sometimes when you have a big victory like that, you can become, I'm not saying you personally, I'm saying people in general, we all can become a little bit haughty, like, no, nobody can catch me now, like I got this in the bag and I don't have to try anymore, kind of thing. So we want to make sure that we stay diligent. And here we have this message from the Page of Pentacles, who is telling us, you know, use your wisdom. You got this owl down here. Use the wisdom that you have and be smart and stay diligent. This is a practical everyday life message. And this is not like a woo-woo message. This is diligence, practicality, operating from a place that you know, using your information that you have in your daily life to propel you forward in your entire life. So you want to make sure that you stay really well grounded and don't get off into, like I said, this haughtiness where like nobody can catch me, like I got this in the bag, I'm the best there is, and then you kind of stop trying. You want to stay really diligent throughout this month with the intentions that you set for this new moon. So let's see if we can get maybe one more card for you guys. We are looking at the Scorpio new moon on November 7th, and we want to tie this all together for Aries. And remember, we are going to pay attention to the details this month, Aries. Be very, very specific, because you will get what it is that you deserve. So if you have been putting in the work and the effort, you are going to reap those rewards. And if you've kind of been like, I don't care, you're going to get that right back. So just remember, this is a month to really put yourself into that mode. And like I said, you have the Ace of Pentacles followed by the King. So you have the opportunity to completely and fully reach any goal that you want, or to at least, you know, get this long range plan really set in motion so that you can move forward and really head towards your goals. So let's get one more card for Aries for the new moon on November 7th in Scorpio. One more card for Aries. What else can we tell our friends Aries, sun, moon, or rising for the new moon, November 7th, 2018 in Scorpio? Well, okay. We have the Two of Swords, which is the impasse. And this is saying if you don't make a decision, you will be right where you are right now. So this is very clear. Pay attention to the details, make a decision, and move forward with it. Make a decision, make this long-range plan, and move forward with it. This is just like a warning. This is saying, hey, if you don't make a decision and you don't set any intentions, you're going to be doing this at the same time next month. You're going to be doing the same exact thing. So set your intentions and then begin to take action toward those intentions. And like here, the Nine of Wands, you can refine them along the way. It's okay to refine your intentions, kind of observe, see what's working and what's not working, and just remember to stay practical. That message from the Page of Pentacles, to stay practical and kind of keep your feet on the ground and reach for the stars, the old Casey Kasem thing, but it makes sense. Don't lose your way. Don't forget what you're doing. And we have the same kind of message again. So I think that's what we really want to focus on here. We have this Five of Swords, which is like that wishy-washy, overthinking energy. And we do not want to get caught here overthinking, over perseverating on something, and because we're doing that, not making a decision. So that is really the advice here, is to make a plan and put it into action. Don't think about it and then I don't care and go back and forth and vacillate between doing something and not doing anything. Make a plan and make a decision so that you can move forward. I hope you enjoyed this. You can find me, like I told you, on Instagram, bitchinahurry, or bitchinahurry.com, and send me any questions that you have. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks again, Aries. Bye.